Ta. Nice pause at the end. All right, thank you, Smashing Tom. Thank you, Paddy. Love the songs about the moon. Well, good afternoon, Monday, 14th of November, 2016. Now live till 5. It's the big show. It's Steve Wright in the afternoon. Hello. Did you notice I had a mouthful of carrots?
Steve Wright in the afternoon. Now playing everywhere.
But you say, look, yeah, but don't touch, baby. No, 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 don't touch. Who's that lady? Who's that lady? Sexy lady. Who's that lady? Beautiful lady. Who's that lady? Real fine lady. Who's that lady? I would dance upon a string, any gift she'd wanna bring, I would give anything if she would just do what I say. Come around my way, baby. Try my way. Who's that lady? Who's that lady? Beautiful lady. Who's that lady? Lovely lady. Who's that lady? Real, real fine lady. Who's that lady? I would love to take her home, but her heart is made of stone. Gotta keep on keeping on. If I don't, she'll do me wrong.
Ah, who's that lady? That's the Isley Brothers on Radio 2. Well, you can email us right through the afternoon then. I'd love it if you would. Email steve.wright@bbc.co.uk. You can text 88291 and you can tweet us at BBC Radio 2. Love to hear from you. Is it me or is Donald Trump looking slightly bewildered? Quite a few hands up today, or hands ups. Do you know, hands up if you know what a billion is? All right, so what do you say? Is it a million, 1,000 million, or a billion, million? Hands up if you want a crunchy peanut butter sandwich. Hands up if you're looking forward to the big moon. Okay. One more. Hands up if, like me, you do your own shoe repair. All right, now we know where we are.
Because you know I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass.
I've got you on the billion, haven't I?
No trouble. I'm all about that bass.
You're not quite sure.
Trouble. I'm all about that bass, bass. Yeah, it's pretty clear. I ain't no size 2, but I can shake it like I'm supposed to do. 'Cause I got that boom that all the boys chasing, all the right junk in all the right places. I see the magazine working out Photoshop. We know that ain't real. stop. If you got beauty, just raise them up. Cause every inch of you is perfect from the bottom to the top. Yeah, my mama, she told me don't worry about your size. She says boys like a little more booty to hold at night. And no, I won't be no stick figure silicone Barbie doll. So if that's what you're into, then go ahead and move along. Because you know I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass. Hey, I'm bringing booty back. Go ahead and tell them skinny that. No, I'm just playing. I know y'all think you're fat, but I'm here to tell you every inch of you is perfect from the bottom to the top. Yeah, my mama, she told me don't worry about your size. She says boys like a little more booty to hold at night. And no, I won't be no stick figure silicone Barbie doll. So if that's what you're into, then go ahead and move along. Because you know I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass,
She's all about the bass. Megan Trainor, all about the bass.
no trouble.
So for a shout-out, steve.wright at bbc.co.uk. Text 88291, tweet us at BBC Radio 2. And the weather like this, well, cloudy with some sunshine, occasional rain in the west. A high 15 in Bulmer, Northumberland. That's the high, 15 Celsius. Tonight, cloudy with some rain and fog, and the northwest will be clearer, and also clearer in the southeast. Tomorrow, some rain in the south, mild and cloudy all over. Lights on tonight. Aberdeen, 356. In Arbroath, 401. 401. In Derry, London Derry, 427. And Portsmouth, 418. It's looking dark now.
BBC Radio 2.
That's this radio station on the dial, on the platform, in your phone, in your computer. It's Radio 2, look.
Let this love begin.
What kind of link is that?
Won't you show me your heart? I'll be good to you. I can't make this.
Steve, yes, and gang, just listening to your little show whilst decorating the lounge just before Christmas to keep the other half happy. Keep up the good work from Steve Powis in Bourne in Lincolnshire. That's where they all drive minis down the stairs and jump over roofs, right? Come on, wake up. It's a movie reference. Steve, my hands were right up there with that one. This morning I fixed my sole back to my shoe with carpet glue. Job done. Cheers, Peter in Berry. Brings us a sophisticated joke here. Don't know all this full moon stuff is about. I mean, I used to be a werewolf, but I'm I'm all right now. You have to say the old ones are the best.
It isn't just a day. Is it like today?
That is your world party. Is it like today? It's 2:19 now.
Excuse me,
Yeah?
does anybody know what's going on?
Well, I'll let you know. Today we got Martin Kemp, music and TV star, talking about the musical that he's in. It's called The $1 Million Quartet. Sean Kelly, the auctioneer from Storage Hunters, off the telly. Tim Smith, on a merchant with the traffic. Matt, the sports guy with the sport later. The oldies chosen by Nicola Evans from Holywell in Flintshire. Emails, texts, tweets, social media, news from the net, the showbiz, the lifestyle, the entertainment news. Look, it's all here.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. Great Britain.
BBC
Radio 2 in concert.
Check. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
So far this month, BBC Radio 2 in concert has brought you Simple Minds live. Next up, we present the beautiful and unmistakable sound of Tom Odell. I'm Jo Wiley, and I'll be introducing Tom from the BBC's legendary Maida Vale studios. And you can watch the whole event live.
BBC Radio 2 in concert with Tom Odell.
Thursday night from 8. Watch by pressing the red button from any BBC TV channel.
Steve Wright in the afternoon.
Here's the greatest earworm of all time.
Honestly, what will become of me? I don't like reality. It's way too clear to me, but really, life is daily. We are what we don't see. We miss everything, daydreaming. Flames to dust, lovers to friends. Why do all good things come to an end? Flames to dust, lovers to friends. Why do all good things come to an end? Traveling, I only stop at exits, wondering if I'll stay young and restless, living this way, stressless. I want to pull away when the dream dies. The pain sets in and I don't cry. I only feel gravity and I wonder why. Flames to dust, lovers to friends. Why do all good things come to an end? Flames to dust, lovers to friends. Why do all good things come to an end? Why do all good things come to an end? Why do all good things come to an end? Birds were whistling a new tune, barking at the moon, hoping it would come soon, so that they could die. Dogs were whistling a new tune, barking at the moon, hoping it would come soon, so that they could Flames to dust, lovers to friends. Why do all good things come to an end? Flames to dust, lovers to friends. Why do all good things come to an end?
Later on Radio 2, Austrian author Robert Siethaler with Simon for the Radio 2 Book Club tonight. Paul Jones at 7. Classic R&B sounds from Chuck Berry, Sunnyland Slim and Buddy Guy. Joe Wiley at 8. Marcus Mumford at 10. Jules Holland at 11. All on Radio 2 tonight. You won't be getting this out of your head for at least 4 or 5 days now.
And the dogs were barking at the noon and whistling a new tune, hoping it would come soon, so that they could die.
It's what we call a silly boy hit.
Every year, BBC Radio 2 provides the biggest stage for the most talented musicians. Some are household names, while others are just starting out.
The winner of the Radio 2 Young Brass Award is Daniel Thomas.
I started playing when I was 15. Before that, I was playing percussion and I wasn't very good.
The BBC Radio 2 Young Brass Award, our search for the next young star of the brass world.
The winner of the Radio 2 Young Brass Award is Matilda Lloyd.
The nice thing about this competition is that you have a live audience. It just feels like a normal concert.
If you've got the perseverance to stick through with it and work hard, that is the talent required.
Discover more at the BBC Radio 2 website.
Steve Wright in the
Special tonight, Jules Holland at 11. Suggs from Madness with Jules tonight. He'll be picking his favourite records and singing with Jules in the band. 11 o'clock tonight on Radio 2. We got it together, didn't we?
She works the nights by the water. She's gone astray, so far away from her father's daughter. She just wants a life for a baby. All on her own, no one will come. She's got to save him. She tells him, ooh, love, no one's ever gonna hurt you, love. I'm gonna give you all of my love. Nobody matters like you. She tells him your life ain't gonna be nothing like my life. You're gonna grow and have a good life. I'm gonna do what I got to do. So rock-a-bye, baby, rock-a-bye. I'm gonna rock you, rock-a-bye, baby, don't you cry. Somebody's got you, rock-a-bye, baby, rock-a-bye. carry. They said too young. What are you thinking? They told her to. She chose to use her heart and keep him. Now she got a 6-year-old, trying to keep him warm, trying to keep all the gold. When he looks in her eyes, he don't know he is safe when she says, ooh, love, no one's ever gonna hurt you, love. I'm gonna give you all of my love. Nobody matters like you. So rock-a-bye, baby, rock-a-bye. I'm gonna rock you, rock-a-bye, baby, don't you cry. Now she got a 6-year-old, trying to keep him warm, trying to keep out the cold. When he looks in her eyes, he don't know he is safe when she says. She tells him, ooh, love, no one's ever gonna hurt you, love. I'm gonna give you all of my love. Nobody matters
Here we
like
go.
you.
Clean Bandit, Anne-Marie, Rockabye. Can I have a big shout out for Ollie the painter and decorator working in Andover today? Tell him to keep calm and keep painting. From Sarah, the long-suffering wife. Steve, it's Pete's birthday today. We're on our way home from Brighton, where we went up the tower yesterday. It was absolutely fabulous. Some friends of mine did that the other day, said it was magnificent. Unfortunately, at the time, for them, it was raining, but I hope it was better for you. That's from Sue. Thank you, Sue. What about a shout-out to my ex?
This is a shout out to my ex. Heard he in love with some other chick. Yeah, that hurt me, I'll admit. Forget that, but I'm over it. I hope she getting better. Hope she ain't faking it like I did, babe. Took so long, you said call it quits. Forget that, but I'm over it. Guess I should say thank you for the hate juice and the tattoos. Oh, baby, I'm cool, by the way. Ain't sure I loved you anyway. Go ahead, babe, I'ma live my life, yeah. Shout out to my ex, you're really quite the man. You made my heart break and then made me who I am. Here's to my ex, hey, look at me now. I'm on the way up, I swear you'll never bring me down. Shout out to my ex, you're really quite the man. You made my heart break and then made me who I am. Here's to my ex, hey, look at me now. I'm on the way up, I swear you'll never bring me down. Oh, I deleted all your pics, then blocked your number from my phone. Yeah, you took all you could get, but you ain't getting this line no more. Cause now I'm living so legit, even though you broke my heart in two, baby. But I snap right back, I'm so brand new, baby. Boy, read my lips, I'm over you, over you. Yes, I should say thank you for the hate you and the tattoos. Oh, baby, I'm cool, by the way. Ain't sure I love you anyway. Go ahead, babe, I'ma live my life, yeah. Shout out to my ex, you're really quite the man. You made my heart break and then made me who I am. Here's to my ex, hey, look at me now. I'm all the way up, I swear you'll never bring me down. Shout out to my ex, you're really quite the man. You made my heart break and then made me who I am. Here's to my ex, hey, look at me now. I'm all the way up, I swear you'll never bring me down.
That's Little Mix, of course, and shout out to my ex. Hey, Steve, I'd love a shout out because I'm ill in bed today, feeling absolute rubbish. It would cheer me up no end. Enjoying the show from Wendy Kersey. Get well, Wendy. Can I bring on Tim Smith? And we're going to have a look at some factoids now. Monday afternoon on Radio 2. Here's Tim.
Do you like a southern sea otter?
I don't know him.
By the way, that planet Earth 2, I'm sorry, but how wonderful and fantastic is that?
I think it's among his best ever. I mean, it did 10.9 or something ridiculous last night, and it's so well made, so well directed, so well narrated, so well written, you can't fault it.
And so well filmed. I mean, it's stunning. And how does that ibex stay on the side of that mountain?
I don't know, I thought about that, yeah.
Yeah, anyway, I'm talking about sea otters, sorry. They've got flaps of skin under their forelegs that act as pockets. When they dive in the sea or the rivers, they use these pouches to store rocks and food.
My favourite was a mountain leopard.
Oh, yeah.
And then they had a fight, didn't they?
Yeah.
And then they mated, and then they didn't see each other for... Well, it's like real life, isn't it?
Then they suddenly reappeared again, didn't they? Yes. The Earth is turning to desert at a rate of 40 square miles per day.
This day, 1952, Britain's first pop chart was published. Where do you think it was published?
Oh, got to be America.
In the New Musical Express is the answer. It contains 3 discs by Vera Lynn, Hobie Waltz, Auf Wiedersehen and Forget Me Not, Joe Stafford's You Belong to My Heart, number 2, and Nat King Cole's Somewhere Along the Way is at number 3. And Britain's first number 1? What?
Oh, it was El Martino, I know this, but I can't remember the name of the song.
I'll tell you, Here in My Heart.
Factoids.
Time goes by and I've been holding everything inside, but now I've got nothing left to hide. Well, I'm with you, oh you, but I can't see how strong a man I'm gonna have to be to do for you. It comes so naturally, it's in the way you move. And all I want is a chance to prove, show all I can do. I believe in starting over, I can see that your heart is true. I believe in good things coming back to you. You're the light that lifts me higher, so bright you got me through. I believe in you, and I don't mind if you want to hold on to me tight. You don't have to sleep alone tonight if you don't want to. And all I want is to know you're near. You're all I need here. I believe in starting over, I can see that your heart is true. I believe in good things coming back to you. You're the light that lifts me higher, so bright you got me through. I believe in you. I know that there are times when you feel worthless, like all the love you get you don't deserve it. Sometimes I feel my faith is just a burden on you. I believe in starting over, I can see your heart is true. I believe in love, you give me reason to. You're the light that lifts me higher, so high up in the sky. I think we're gonna fly. I believe in starting over, I can see that your heart is true. I believe in love, you give me reason to. You're the light that lifts me higher, so bright you got me through. I believe in you.
All right, let's have a look at what's occurring. Andy Murray begins his ATP World Tour Finals campaign, taking on Marin Cilic as the new number 1 tennis player in the world. He is the number 1 tennis player in the world. Now, we were saying that, of course, in the final, it's likely to be Andy and
Djokovic.
And Djokovic is a bit off his game at the moment.
He is a bit off his game, yeah. There's kind of several reasons why that might be, or there's speculation about why it might be. But he is a bit off his game. Andy is now the number 1 player in the world. I think if Djokovic wins this week, he goes back to being the number 1 player in the world. But the maths and how they work this out, very complicated.
How does that work?
I don't know.
The Salford International Media Festival is on right now. It's National Anti-Bullying Week, encouraging kids, young people, parents, schools and carers to help stop bullying. The UK Restaurant Manager of the Year gala Gala Dinner is on in London tonight. It's also World Diabetes Day. It's also the start of Vienna Art Week, and this year's theme is Seeking Beauty. The new Disney animated comedy Moana has its world premiere in Los Angeles tonight. Also in LA later, it's going to be the Glamour Woman of the Year Awards, honouring exceptional women from around the world. And for the first time, a Man of the Year award will be given, and that will go to U2 frontman Bono. Yusuf Islam, a.k.a. Cat Stevens, begins his UK tour in Manchester. All right, let's have a look at what else is occurring. Of course, I'm a Celebrity on at the moment. The celebs are Sam Quek, Carol Vorderman, Joel Domet, Jordan Banjo, Scarlett Moffat, Lisa Snowden, Adam Thomas, Ola Jordan, Wayne Bridge, Larry Lamb. I was saying to my dad, actually, I only know about half of those.
Oh, no, I think I know about 8 of them. We watched it last night. I love it. I do love I'm a Celeb. It's my favourite reality TV show. And I think they've got a really good mix of celebs this year. And that thing they were doing last night, did you watch it last night?
No, I didn't see it last night.
Oh, they had to walk out on a plank, right, that was kind of suspended from a very high building in Australia. They were harnessed in, OK, but even so, just looking at it on TV, the drop, wow, and they all did it as well. Couldn't have done it. I could not have done that, but I think Larry Lamb is going to be an absolute star.
Oh, yeah, I'm going for Larry. More than 120,000 jungle critters will be used in tonight's first I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here Bush Tucker trial. So that's going to be a thing as well.
I don't mind the critters. Give me all the critters you like, but I'm not doing anything high up.
OK. Well, you're not going in it, mate. No. EastEnders hard man Danny Dyer has discovered he's related to 2 English kings.
I saw this.
Yeah, this is in the
Thomas Cromwell.
Yeah. This is in the new series of Who Do You Think You Are? That's brilliant. We were talking in the Factoids about Planet Earth. Yeah, 10.6 Planet Earth 2 last night. Almost won the weekend, but I'm a Celebrity, 10.7 last night. These are overnights, though. Martin Kemp with us later, also Sean Kelly. A reminder, Ian Wallace is back on the show with us soon. He's our expert dreams analyst. And if you've had an unusual dream that you'd like Ian to interpret for you, let us know. Just fill in the form on the Steve Wright in the Afternoon page of the Radio 2 website, and we'll choose a few for Ian to talk about when he's on next Monday's show. You're on the big show now.
heaven that you take me to. Only paradise, I'd rather have you. Oh yes, I'd rather have you. La 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 la. It's a paradise, it's up in the stars, not inside.
Later on, we're talking to Martin Kemp, music and TV star, our old friend, and Sean Kelly, the auctioneer from Storage Hunters.
Ainsley, there you go, my man. £1,500 bidder two. £2,000 bidder two.
Yes,
Got
please.
£2,000 bidder £500. £2,000 bidder only 500. 25 bidder is at 3. £3,000 bidder 500. 35 is at 4. He's at 35 to go 4. 4 now to 4,500. I got 4 is at 45. 45 is at 5. 45 is at 5. 5, 5, 5. 5. We've now met the minimum. I am selling this item. 5,000, 500, 6,000. 55, 6,000. 55 once. 55 twice.
Oi!
Oi!
Now that's an auctioneer. All right, now here's Orna.
Steve, thank you. Well, first of all, the M74. This is where we've got roadworks going on. It's at Junction 6 at Hamilton, and it's actually the entry slip road, which is the westbound A723. That's where the problem is. They've closed that road, so it means that you have to continue. You can't access the M74 and use that A723, go down towards Hamilton Palace, and then come back on yourself that way and return that way. But it's taking people a long way out of the way, and those roadworks are going to be there for a little while today as well. The M6 northbound, a lorry is on its side, so it means that the motorways are now blocked. That's causing problems between junction 29 and junction 31. They've closed the whole of the motorway now. The accident itself was near junction 30. We've got big problems in Bristol as well with the A37. That's been closed in both directions. It's between the Travellers' Rest at Pensford and the turning for Queen Charlton at Whitchurch. A serious accident happened there, so that's causing delays. M25, it was blocked. That was around the Dartford area at junction 1B. It's all clear now though, so we're looking better along the bottom. But at junction 25 at Enfield, that's where we had an accident earlier. One of the lanes was closed there, thanks to Jenny for her call on that. It's all open again, but the queues are still there, backing up through the Homesdale Tunnel. We've also got queues at junction 11 anti-clockwise on the M25. That's after an accident which is cleared. And the A20, where it joins the M20 at junction 8 at Leeds Castle, near Maidstone Services. We've got one of the lanes closed there to deal with an accident. The M5 roadworks are causing queues around junction 23 at Bridgewater North. And I'll be back with more for you in 40 minutes.
Thanks, Orna. That's a great old song, kind of updated. Laura Mvula, Ready or Not. Almost 9 to 3 on Radio 2. Righty, I've got to get up at 1 a.m. for work, so tell that supermoon to keep its voice down. Andy the parcel guy. All right, Andy, see what I can do. some guests this week on the show. Martin Kemp and Sean Kelly, as I say, on with us today. Tomorrow, David Baddiel. Also, Craig David and Mark Chapman talking about his book, The Love of the Game, Parenthood, Sport and Me. And YouTube star Charlie McDonnell, also with a book called Fun Science. Superstar is Charlie. On Wednesday, the Shires, Alan Johnson MP. Thursday, David Williams, Jeremy Clarkson, Ed Harris and Amy Madigan. Wow. Friday, a day at Depitan, ahead of Friday night's Big Children in Need show, and Craig Charles telling us what he's doing for children in need. Sky watchers are preparing for the latest supermoon as Earth's satellite makes its closest approach since 1948. The UK's best chance to see it will be this evening, although the moon will be at its closest only 221,524 miles. That's 356.509 kilometres away at 11:21 GMT. Other headlines today: Trump election, up to 3 million migrants will be targeted, says Donald Trump. Britain has an historic chance to give leadership to the world post-Brexit, and Prime Minister Theresa May will say that at the Lord Mayor's banquet tonight. 1 in 10 footpaths are too dangerous for ramblers to use, also making news today. And I think the story of the day has to be this silly story. Texting is changing the way people walk.
I was just about to read that one out.
I know. As they take exaggerated strides to avoid hazards.
Well, no, just to explain this. There's a new study that says because we're all walking around texting, not looking where we're going, we subconsciously walk in a different way. I think it says you walk on your toes or your heels or something. So basically, we're all developing silly walks a la Monty Python. So I thought maybe you could just walk around the studio and I'll just see if you've developed it yet. No, you've always walked like that.
Yes, I already had a silly walk. Here's another extraordinary story, and I don't know what this is about, really. A petition to close all shops on Boxing Day gains more than 100,000 signatures. Now, I'm thinking, well, Boxing Day is great to be able to go out and, buy stuff. And, of course, some of the sales start on Boxing Day.
Of course they do, yeah. But if you've got somebody close to you who works in retail, like I have, sometimes they have to work Boxing Day. That's not always good for families over Christmas. Yeah. Often, they kind of rotate it, so they'll work one year, they won't work another. But often, retail staff have to go in and work on Boxing Day. That is tough. And they start quite early on Boxing Day.
Fair enough. You made a very good point there. Sean Kelly, the Auctioneer guy, on with us later, and Martin Kemp.
It's a rockin' rhythm record. I want my jockey to play. Roll over Beethoven, I gotta hear it again today. You know my temperature's rising, the jukebox blowing a fuse, and my heart's a beating rhythm and my soul keeps singing the blues. Roll over Beethoven and tell Tchaikovsky the news. I got the rockin' pneumonia, I need a shot of rhythm and blues. I got the rolling arthritis sitting down by the rhythm review. Roll over Beethoven, rockin' in 2x2. Well, if you feel it, you like it, go get your lover, then you reel it and rock it. Roll it over, move on up, just try for further and reel it and rock it. We want another roll over Beethoven, dig these rhythm and blues. Dig it, dig it. Roll over. I'm giving you a warning, don't you step on my blue suede shoes. Hey diddle diddle, I'm playing my fiddle, ain't got nothing to lose. Roll over Beethoven and tell Tchaikovsky the news. You know she wiggles like a glowworm, dancing like a spinning top. She's got a crazy partner, you ought to see them reel and rock. Long as she got a dime, the music will never stop. Well, if you feel it, you like it, go get your lover, then you reel it and rock it. Roll it over, move on up, just try for further and reel it and rock it. We want another roll over Beethoven, dig these rhythm and blues. Roll over Beethoven, roll over Beethoven, roll over Beethoven.
Cliff Richard. Roll over Beethoven. You can email the big show. It's steve.wright@bbc.co.uk for a shout out. You can text 88291. You can tweet us at BBC Radio 2.
Remember us alone, waiting for the light to go. Don't you feel that hunger? I've got so many secrets to show. When I saw you on that stage, I shivered with the look you gave. Don't you hear that rhythm? Can you show me how we can escape? I was biting my tongue, I was trying to hide. Be redefined. It's shaking the sky and I'm following lightning. I recover if you keep me alive. Don't leave me behind. Can you see me? I'm shining, and it's you that I've been waiting to find. I'm holding it all tonight. I'm holding it all tonight. You know that you make it shine. It's you that I've been waiting to find. I'm holding it all tonight. Sound. Now that you can hold me down, you can pull me under, you can raise everything to the ground. Everything I can arrange, every part of me you change. Just hold me together, tell me you'll always want me to stay. I was biting my tongue, I was trying to hide. What I've done, I'll be redefined. It's shaking the sky and I'm following lightning. I recover if you keep me alive. Don't leave me behind. Can you see me? I'm shining, and it's you that I've been waiting to find. Wanna be the one you steal, I wanna be the one you shield. I wanna be the one that your love can heal. I wanna be the one you steal. I wanna be the one you shield. I wanna be the one that your love. It's shaking the sky and I'm following lightning. I recover if you keep me alive.
Two of my favourite guests coming on later. Sean Kelly, the auctioneer from Storage Hunters. He's fantastic. And Martin Kemp, our old friend, music and TV star, talking about the musical he's in called The $1 Million Quartet. And the non-stop oldies after the news, chosen by Nicola Evans from Holywell in Flintshire.
BBC News at 3 o'clock. This is Tom Sanders. The trial has opened of the man accused of murdering the Labour MP Jo Cox outside her constituency surgery in West Yorkshire in June. The Old Bailey has been told that she was brutally killed in a cowardly, planned and politically motivated attack by one of her constituents, Thomas Mayer. The jury heard Ms Cox, who'd been campaigning to remain in the EU, was shot 3 times and stabbed repeatedly while her attacker shouted, "Britain first." Thomas Mayer, who's 53 and from Birstall near Leeds, denies murder. Downing Street has insisted that Britain's relationship with the US President-elect Donald Trump is working well. The Prime Minister's spokesman has also dismissed the idea of UKIP's interim leader Nigel Farage acting as a go-between, saying there'll be no third person in the relationship. The UKIP leader had suggested that he might be best placed to improve ties between London and Washington. For Labour, the Shadow Home Secretary Diane Abbott urged Theresa May to be cautious in her dealings with Mr Trump.
Of course, we have to work with our oldest ally, but what we shouldn't do is legitimate a narrative which is absurd, anti-immigrant, anti-Muslim, and some argue there are people around Donald Trump who are also anti-Semitic.
Cleveland police have charged a 70-year-old man with murdering a toddler almost 50 years ago. The 18-month-old boy, who's from Stockton, died in 1968. The suspect is from Great Yarmouth in Norfolk. Climate experts say 2016 is likely to be the warmest year since records began in the late 19th century. The World Meteorological Organization said the main cause was the continuing impact of carbon dioxide emissions from the burning of fossil fuels. The co-director of the Grantham Institute for Climate Change, Joanna Haigh, said she wasn't surprised at the findings.
We've got an ongoing upward trend in temperature, and that's been added to over the last couple of years by a big El Niño event, which makes it even warmer than it would be otherwise. The carbon dioxide's higher than it has been for 3 million years. It's carrying on going up. It'll keep on warming.
For the first time, dementia has overtaken heart disease as the biggest single cause of death in England and Wales. Last year, the condition accounted for almost 12% of recorded deaths. All types of cancer combined remain the most common cause of death overall. Military helicopters in New Zealand are delivering aid to areas cut off by the earthquake over the weekend. Thousands of people are stranded in the town of Kaikoura on the South Island. A reporter at Radio New Zealand, Emile Donovan, said the situation in Kaikoura was grim.
Kaikoura has been more or less entirely cut off from any kind of road access. So the only way that you can get into Kaikoura at the moment is via helicopter. Power in there is intermittent and the fuel supplies are extremely limited. They only have about 3 days of fresh water left in that township.
BBC News at 3 minutes past 3 on Next at 4.
Thanks, Smashing Tom.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. 2 till 5.
Yes, here come the oldies.
Now, the non-stop oldies brought to you daily by Steve Wright in the afternoon.
88 to 91 FM, BBC Radio 2.
I met her in the club down in Old Soho, where you drink champagne and it tastes just like cherry cola. C-O-L-A cola. She walked up to me and she asked me to dance. I asked her her name and in a dark brown voice she said Lola. L-O-L-A Lola. La 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 Lola.
Well, I'm not the world's most physical guy, but when she squeezed me tight, she nearly broke my spine. Oh, my Lola, la 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 Lola. Well, I'm not
The Kinks. First on the non-stop oldies as chosen by Nicola Evans from Holywell in Flintshire. Can't get enough Depeche Mode, the oldies chosen by Nicola Evans from Holywell in Flintshire. Steve, I'm a 50-year-old mother of two living in North Wales with our lovely and very patient hubby, Wayne, daughter Lauren, and our 5 dogs. My son Jim and his 5 boys live just down the coast as well. I'm originally from North Norfolk, but settled here when I met Wayne. I don't work, but most of my time is taken up by renovating the property we bought earlier in the year. I've got quite an eclectic taste in music, but my big love is ska and reggae. I'm a huge fan of Madness, and I follow them all over the country with a group of fellow fans. I was lucky enough to grow up just a stone's throw from the West Runton Pavilion in my youth, and I saw many fantastic bands there. Many of them have found their way onto my oldie selection. I can see. My parents owned a coffee bar during my youth, and some of my choices are also influenced by the fun times my mates and I had hanging out there playing with the jukebox. Thank you for playing some songs from my massive list of faves. You got yourself a badge and your oldies played.
Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. 3 little birds, it's by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true, saying, this is my message to you. Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing
never see you when you jump over the wall. You think I never see you when you accidentally fall. Me say I make your puppy your bitter go. Why you accidentally fall? Is she crying out with ice water?
From Holywell Flintshire picking these non-stop oldies.
Hey you! Don't watch that! Watch this! This is the heavy, heavy monster sound! One step beyond!
Non-stop oldies.
try your best just to make it quick. Home attend to the sick. Cause there must be something she can do. This heart is broken in two. Tell her it's a case of emergency. There's a patient by the name of Gregory. Night nurse, only you alone can quench this your thirst. My night nurse, oh gosh, oh the pain is getting worse. I don't wanna see no doctor. I need attendance from my nurse around the clock. Cause there's no prescription for me. She's the one, the only remedy. Night nurse, only you alone can quench this your thirst. My night nurse, oh the pain is getting worse. I'm hurt by love. I don't wanna see no dog. I need attendance from my nurse around the clock. But there's no prescription for me. She's the one, the only remedy. Night nurse.
The non-stop oldies chosen by Nicola Evans from Holywell in Flintshire. They actually used that for Night Nurse on a commercial, didn't they? That's brilliant. The weather like this, mildish at the moment, high of 15 in Bulmer today, Northumberland. Tonight, cloudy with some rain and fog in the northwest, clearer in the southeast. Lights on, well, it says 3:56 in Aberdeen. Arbroath is 4:01. Derry, Londonderry 4:27, 4:18 in Portsmouth. These are the non-stop oldies. Now the Carpenters. We've only just begun.
We've only just begun to live. White lace and promises, a kiss for luck and we're on our way.
We've only begun.
Before the rising sun we fly. So many roads to choose. We start out walking and learn to run. And yet we've just begun. Sharing horizons that are new to us. Watching the signs along the way. Talking it over, just the two of us. Working together day to day. Together. And when the evening comes, we smile. So much of life ahead. We'll find a place where there's room to grow. And
smile. So much of life ahead. We'll find a place where there's room to grow.
And yes, we've just begun.
Thank you so much for those non-stop oldies. We loved them here. From Nicola Evans from Holywell in Flintshire. Badge on its way, old friend.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. Radio 2.
BBC Children in Need on Radio 2.
Well, it was day one of Chris Evans' BBC Children in Need auctions this morning, and they raised already an amazing £115,000, 317. Awesome, dudes. Yeah, that's brilliant. Up for grabs were 5 separate packages, all with a chance to wine and dine with superstar chefs at top London restaurants the week before Christmas and have their afternoon hosted by Chris, Mary Berry, Rob Brydon and Professor Brian Cox. Then go to a Rick Astley gig on the Friday. Wow. Chris's auctions continue tomorrow on the Radio 2 Breakfast Show with Paula Radcliffe and Steve Cram for the Magnificent 7 Marathon package, as well as Jamie Murray and John Inverdale for the Ultimate Tennis package, all in aid of children in need. So, if running shoes or tennis shoes are your ting, listen to Chris tomorrow morning. Now, let's find out more about one of the projects your money goes to support.
BBC Children in Need on Radio 2.
My name's Norbert Marjolin. I'm the Youth Development Manager here at AbFab Youth Club in Barking and Dagenham. We are here in the gymnasium where we have several sports coaches and volunteers doing sort of inclusive games with most of our young people. Now, some of these children may have one disability like Downs or cerebral palsy, but some have disabilities like autism as well as ADHD.
My name's Amber and I'm 17 years old. It's fun. We do colouring and we do arts and craft and play games in the sports hall. If AbFab wasn't here, I would be sad. Happy because I didn't have many friends in my school. So my mum wanted me to come here to make friends.
My name's Tony, I'm Amber's dad. I'm happy that she's got something to do because of her condition. She's autistic. She finds it very difficult to make friends outside. And once she came here, she loves it.
10, 9, 8.
It's very important that we offer opportunities for particularly disabled children and young people with additional needs to have a space to socialise.
Thank you, Children in Need.
To donate £5 to BBC Children in Need, text the word radio to 70705. Or to donate £10, text radio to 70710. Text messages will cost the full donation amount, plus your standard network charge, and your whole donation will go to Children in Need. You must ask the bill payer's permission, and you can find full terms and conditions at bbc.co.uk/Pudsey.
I wish that I was staying longer, but I've been called into the light. Something about you makes me stronger, but all the lows, they feel like highs. I'm sorry that I never told you, but I will never lose the faith. Through the stars over the oceans, I'll meet you there someday. So lay me down in the water, lay me down. Don't let my feet touch the ground, kiss me now. Until it's over, we're running out of time. When I'm with you, I can hear them singing. The tears will fall when my eyes close. always winning, and that feeling never goes. So lay me down in the water, lay me down. Don't let my feet touch the ground. Kiss me now until it's over. We're running out of time. I wish we could rewrite our story. Love is extraordinary. Try to say the words but make no sound. If God is real, then reassure me. Take my hand and hold me closely. Show me that you'll always be around if my heart is never found. Love is all we needed. The time let us down. I can feel you getting lighter. Your eyes are shining brighter. You're finally coming home. Don't have to wait.
For Children in Need, that is this year's Children in Need song, and it's by Craig David. We'll talk to Craig tomorrow afternoon on the programme.
So lay me down.
That's a nice one. That's brilliant. Hey, Steve, good show as always. Listen to the show in my truck at Cherbourg Docks right now, waiting for the boat to pull. Good to hear friendly banter after driving in Spain and France for a few weeks. Can't wait to get back home next weekend. Keep up the good work from Aaron. You got to say hello to my wife, Karen McGinnigal, I think it is, who's celebrating her birthday and our second wedding anniversary in sunny Barbados. Thank you for the best 5 and a bit years of my life. That's not to me, by the way. Love you, Mulliyins. Lots of love and stuff. Alan the McChubster. Okay. Steve, a billion, as you were talking earlier on, a billion is 1,000 million. Regards, Kent, North Wales. That is correct. Yes, it is. You are correct, and so is everybody else correct. Thank you. Steve, good show. Can you tell Rob to stop dragging it out and get back to the yard? Okay. Stop dragging it out and get back to the yard. A wave of selling sweeping across bond markets resumed today as investors continue to digest the impact of Donald Trump's presidency. US and European bond prices have sunk in expectation that he'll enact inflationary policies that speed up the pace of interest rate rises. Strong aftershocks have rocked New Zealand following a 7.8 magnitude earthquake that killed 2 people. The South Island has been seen hundreds of tremors, including a 6.3 after the initial one struck after midnight on Monday of today. And the supermoon has already been seen in Beijing and Sydney. Sky watchers are preparing for the latest supermoon as Earth's satellite makes its closest approach since 1948. The UK's best chance to see it will be today, this evening, with the moon set to rise at 16:43, so in an hour and 10 minutes' time in Edinburgh, and 16:44 GMT in London and the South East. And here's Orna.
Steve, thank you. Well, the M74 Festival, the northbound side, Junction 6 at Hamilton, this is where we had the entry slip coming from the westbound A723 closed, and it's caused problems. There is a diversion. It takes you on a lengthy one down towards Hamilton Palace. The M6, we've got a big closure northbound, Junction 31 to Junction 29. It's causing major problems at the moment. The queues are backing up from Junction 29. A lorry's on its side near Junction 30. Then Bradford, the M606 at the M62 at Chain Bar. We've had a broken down vehicle at the junction there at the roundabout. The M6 southbound, queues affecting you at Junction 23 at Haydock, heading towards 22 Newton Le Willows. It's a broken down lorry. 2 lanes are closed to clear it though, so it's causing delays. Bristol, and if you're heading from Bristol towards Pensford or vice versa, the A37 is closed in both directions. That's because of an earlier problem, an accident, and that's near the turning for Queen Charlton. Then the North Circular Road, Walthamstow Avenue section is busy as well because of an earlier accident, which is now clear. I'll be back with more for you in 25 minutes.
There you go. Talking to Martin Kemp momentarily.
power to know you're indestructible. Always believe it, 'cause you are gold. I'm glad that you're about to return. Something I could have learned, you're indestructible. Always believe it.
We've got the star of country file here today. Also, by the way, a rock star and an actor.
Is he?
Yeah, it's Martin Kemp.
Oh, thank you, guys.
Where you
good to be here, always good.
Well, good to see you. And Tim was saying that you were in...
Mudderford. You're doing something for Country File on Mudderford Harbour, where I spent countless childhood
Catching
holidays. Yeah, crabbing in the harbour. And you went there a lot as a kid as well.
Yeah, it was a place that my mum and dad used to take me when I was a kid, and I took my kids down there, and they asked me to come on the show and talk about Mudderford, and it's one of the most beautiful places in the world.
Yeah.
And I love Dorset. I'm a huge fan of Sandbanks and
Yeah,
Shell
it's
Bay
lovely,
and all of that. So I went down and done that, and it was lovely because I lost my parents 5 or 6 years ago now, and so it was a great thing for me to get over kind of losing them, because I don't think, unless that show had have invited me down that area, I don't think I would have gone back, because I was always kind of scared of it in a way, of the memories of my parents.
Of course.
And so it was lovely for me to go back and experience it.
It was great to see it because it was quite emotional for me, and obviously quite emotional for you.
Oh, absolutely was. But I got a lot out of it, like I say.
On a lighter note, getting those crabs out, what do you do? Because my brother and I, we used to do that in Southend. So we used to go down to Peter Pan's playground. There used to be a pond just there, but where the sea came in.
That's right.
So we'd get like mussels out, and then you put that on the end of a bit of bacon, and then they'd go for that big time.
Yeah, they love a bit of bacon. Yeah, I mean, we all do. You know, freshly cooked up in the morning, you can't resist it, can you?
They don't want a sandwich, though.
No, yeah, just the bacon, they love it.
Martin Kemp is 1/5 of Spandau Ballet and an award-winning actor and director with a long list of credits to his name. Now he's about to return to the stage at the Royal Festival Hall in the musical $1 Million Quartet, which is back for a limited season. $1 Million Quartet is a jukebox musical which dramatises the so-called $1 Million Quartet recording session of the early rock and roll stars, including Elvis, Johnny Cash, Carl Perkins, and newcomer, Jerry Lewis. Talking to me, boy. Jerry Lee Lewis. Wow, he's dangerous, even still. December 4th, 1956. So what do you play in it?
Oh, I'm Sam Phillips, the man who puts the whole thing together. And I've grown up with this story. You know, I've known about that one night in Sun Records when Elvis, Carl Perkins, Johnny Cash, Jerry Lee all got together and just jammed for the whole evening. And there is actually a recording of it. And what you hear is the boys just jamming. And, you know, I've been in that situation with a band where you play and you jam, but you don't really play whole songs. You play bits and pieces of songs. And that's what they do. And you can hear them talking to each other. And one really funny thing that I was reading was that evening, Elvis sat at a piano all night, right? Because he knew that Jerry Lee was a better piano player than him. And he didn't want him to get on it. And so it's one of those things I've always wished when I was a kid growing up, that I was a fly on the wall.
Yeah.
And being part of this play over Christmas, this musical, is just letting me do that. It's kind of letting me live out something that I've always wanted to do.
And that's what it's like for the audience as well. I've seen this when it was in the West End originally, and it's fantastic.
But that's what you want to create, isn't it? With any play, you want the audience to feel like they're a fly on the wall. The last thing you want is for the audience to think that they're in a theatre.
What was Sam like as a person?
Oh, he was dogmatic. He was quite difficult to work with, but he was a really clever businessman. That Sun Records used to be an auto parts shop, right? People were going there for spare parts for their cars. And he turned it into a recording studio where someone could come in and cut a record and take it home with them that day. And he found Elvis, he found Carl Perkins, he found Roy Orbison. He, in a way, was responsible for turning the blues into rock and roll.
It is the start of rock and roll in a sense.
He was responsible.
Now, I know it's about the music, Martin, but there's that story in there, in the piece, right? So somebody like Sam Phillips, where did he find Elvis? How did he find these people?
Elvis turned up in the recording studio in Memphis.
Wasn't it that his mum sent him along there?
He wanted to cut a record for his mum. But when Elvis turned up in Sun Records, he was pretty much a Dean Martin impersonator. That's how he sung. And it was Sam who pushed him in the right direction. He produced him. He did with all those boys, you know, that came along.
And those people that you mentioned, they've all got something different to each other, haven't they?
Yeah.
I mean, Jerry Lee, who's ever seen anybody play piano like that?
But how much ability that boy have?
Yeah.
You know, how good was he? When you listen to those early recordings of Elvis, you know he's going to be a star.
Yeah.
You know that voice is too good just to be missed on one record he's making for his mum.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it is happenstance. You know, boys in the right place at the right time, in the same way that punk was a revolution in London, that rock and roll was the revolution in 1955
came together, didn't it?
56. It was happenstance.
And we wouldn't have really any of the bands that we have today had it not been for those kind of founders and people like Sam Phillips, I suppose.
Yeah.
It was part of the evolution, wasn't it?
Well, we're still doing it today.
Yeah.
You know, the Rolling Stones are still out there, and their influence was those early records, those blues records, which was the same influence that Jerry Lee had and the same influence that Elvis had, and turning blues into rock and roll. And we are still doing it today. Even Spandau Ballet, to some extent, in those 80s, we were turning the blues into rock and roll.
And I think also attitude. I mean, when you look at Jerry Lee Lewis's attitude, you think, what's the matter with you? And then you can see it in some of the New Romantics. You could see it in some of the punk. It's there, isn't it?
Every now and again, in music, we have these moments in time that changes the future. And punk was one of those moments, and so was rock and roll.
Sure.
And we had those moments that turned the corner. And Sam Phillips was responsible for one of those moments in time that turned the corner and everything changed.
Yeah, Martin Kemp is with us. Stay there, Martin. Going to come back in a second. Martin Kemp talking about $1 Million Quartet.
Well, they said you was high class. Well, that was just a lie. Yeah, they said you was high class. Well, that was just a lie. Yeah, you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine.
Well, it's 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready. Now go, cat, go, but don't you step on my blue suede shoe. You can do anything but lay off of my blue suede shoe. Well, you can knock me down, step in my face, slander my name all over the place, and do anything that you wanna do. But honey, lay off of my shoes and don't you step on my blue suede shoe. You can do anything but lay off of my blue suede shoe. Oh, let's go, cat. My house, steal my car, drink my liquor from my old fruit jar, and do anything that you wanna do. But honey, lay off of them shoes and don't you step on my blue suede shoe. You can do anything but lay off of my blue suede shoe.
Come on over, baby. Yes, I say come on over, baby. Baby, you can't go wrong. We ain't faking. Whole lot of shaking going on. Well, I say come on over, baby. We got chicken in the corner. Woo, huh? Come on over, baby. Well, they got the bull by the horn. We ain't faking. Whole lot of shaking going on. Yeah, let's shake. Baby, shake it. I said shake it, baby, shake it. I said shake it, baby, shake it. Let's shake it, make it shake. Come on over. Oh, a lot of shake going on. Oh, let's go.
We're back with Martin Kemp talking about $1 Million Quartet. It's the musical about Elvis and Carl Perkins and Johnny Cash and Jerry Lee Lewis. And in this production, we get to see a different side to Jerry Lee Lewis's character. Tell us about Jerry Lee Lewis.
He's a lot of fun. Yeah. Jerry Lee Lewis is a lot of fun, you know, because we get Jerry Lee Lewis into play before he's had Great Balls of Fire, before he's had big hits.
Well, we'd like to think he's a bit arrogant, though, Martin.
Yeah. Oh, listen,
he's arrogant.
Yeah, he's a lot of fun. He's the comedy in the show, and he's a lot of fun. But I think he's comedy in real life, Jerry Lee Lewis, as well.
And you compare him to somebody like Johnny Cash. I mean, Johnny Cash, something different altogether. I mean, much beloved. Yeah. I mean, you know, you can hear Johnny Cash stuff today and you think, there's nobody like that. Where did he come from? There's nobody like Elvis.
Yeah.
Nobody like that.
For me, though, Johnny Cash was not just about his voice. Johnny Cash was about songs. And I'm a huge country fan. I love people that tell stories inside songs, which is what country's about.
Yeah.
And Johnny Cash did that for me.
So this is all good. You can see Martin Kemp in the musical $1 Million Quartet at the Royal Festival Hall from the 17th of December through until the 2nd of January. That's going to be such a treat. That's going to be great. I'm going to come along and see it. I mean, I'd heard about this show and Tim was raving about it in the summer.
Like I said, you know, it's always been one of those moments in time that I would have given anything to be a fly on the wall. And for me, this is kind of living out that dream, which is really nice.
And finally, now that the band are back together, are you all mates now?
No, well, we were back together. Now we're falling out again. That's completely behind the time.
What are you guys like?
No, you haven't.
And how
can't keep us together for very long.
Really?
Yeah. Well, you know what it's like.
No, I don't.
Anything that's successful has problems.
So do you think that maybe 5 years' time, 10 years' time, we might get back together again?
Who knows?
Okay.
I'll be honest with you, I am really happy in the band. I always have been. My comfortable pair of shoes is inside that band, and I love that. I love being involved in it. I love seeing the other guys. But there's 5 of us in the band, and you have to get all 5 to say yes at the same point.
Yeah.
That's where it becomes difficult.
Well, I mean, sometimes it's...
That's quite diplomatic, wasn't
That was
it?
very good, the way you did that.
I'm really upset because I saw you guys a few years ago. I can't believe this has happened.
No, I can't believe it either. I didn't know that. But sometimes it's about being a good band. I mean, the best bands have arguments. The Who, the Stones.
Well,
that's
you
the
know,
edge.
but being in a band when you're a kid is really easy because you all have the same kind of ambition. You all have the same amount of money. None. Right? And so you all have the same thing. You're all aiming for the same purpose, which is to get that #1 record and to be that hit band and to do like 3 nights at the O2. You're all aiming for that. But the older you get, your kind of purpose changes, your ambitions change.
Yeah, of course.
And that's when it becomes difficult.
You're going to be on the judging panel for Gary Barlow's new TV series. It's called Let It Shine. It airs next year. Are you going to be nice?
I think I'm going to be truthful, to be honest. But, you know, I've spent a long time in entertainment now. Maybe all told, I started when I was kind of 10-ish, so I'm 55 now, 45 years.
Really?
Well, 45 years.
Started when you were 10?
Yeah, I was at Anna Scher's drama school and I was doing Jack and Nori and all those kind of 1970s Play for Today, Comedy Playhouse, all that sort of stuff when I was a young kid. And so I've been involved in it in some way or the other for 45 years. So that's a lot of kind of information I've gathered over the years. And it's nice to give kids that are just starting out on Gary Barlow's show just some of that information and some of that knowledge. And what I try not to do is even if, you know, somebody walks on and they're not that great and you have to tell them, you have to be honest that you're not that great, but you mustn't strip away their confidence.
Yeah, don't destroy
because
it.
My pet hate in life is confidence stealers, and it's the worst kind of theft I think that can happen.
Do you think they do that on the X Factor?
Maybe sometimes, but I think for me, just personally as a judge, I don't like the idea of taking away someone's confidence, because whoever gets up on stage, there are somewhere they should aim to be going. You know, not just walk off and say that's my last time ever. But it's been a great experience for me. We've already shot a week of it, and I'm going back next week to shoot another week, the next rounds, and it's a great experience. It's something I never thought I'd be doing, is judging on a panel, on a talent show, but I'm enjoying every minute of it.
You can see Martin as Sam Phillips in the musical $1 Million Quartet. A reminder, it's at the Royal Festival Hall, that great music, Elvis and Johnny Cash, Carl Perkins, Jerry Lee. I mean, you just can't go wrong with that, really. It's at the Festival Hall from the 17th of December through to January. Hey, Martin, thanks very much. See you next time.
No problem. Lovely being back here.
Yeah, good to see you. Martin Kemp, everybody.
Frightened by the tone of the phone in the dead of night, then staring into darkness and praying to the morning light. The price already paid, a son gone to the grave. Now the sorrowful parade to the riverbed. Must be half the county come down to the riverbank. High school is closed, same for the local police. Shall we tearfully embrace? Shall we sing Amazing Grace? Will the shallow river waters turn to, he turns to the gun. It's a cross, it's a stone, it's a fragment of bone, it's a long walk home. A long walk home, gonna be a long walk home from the riverbank. Is there any reason why the black pine should not weep? Is there a woman or a man who wouldn't understand why he could not sleep? And the nightmares when they came, like poison to the brain, reminded him again, life is cheap. Army dude, only son, nowhere to run, no one to turn to, he turns to the gun. It's a cross, it's a stone, it's a fragment of bone, it's a long walk home. A long walk home, gonna be a long walk home from the riverbank.
It's called The Riverbank. It's Paul Simon, new single. I love that. I just love that. I love the whole album. Marcus Mumford tonight at 10 o'clock on Radio 2. Marcus Mumford, lead singer, of course, and songwriter of Mumford & Sons, plays the music that shaped his life. This week, the focus is on Americana and acoustic music, and featuring tracks from Gillian Welch, Graham Parsons, Fleet Foxes, Ryan Adams. And Marcus also talks about the impact those songs had on him as a budding musician. That's at 10 o'clock tonight, right here, Radio 2. Jules Holland with Suggs at 11. After Midnight with Janice, that'll be after midnight. And Johnny Walker's Sounds of the 70s, featuring singer-songwriter Joan Armour-Trading with Johnny. This says, we became empty nesters this weekend. Very quiet round here. This is, let's have a look. It's from Caroline Armstrong in Fort Monroe, Virginia. Making chocolate chip cookies that no one will eat. Say hello to our 3 fab children and thank them for all the years of laughter. Daniel, Sam and Emily, thanks a million. Lots of love from Caroline. All right, 5 to 4. Here's Orna. What's got?
Steve, thank you. Well, the M74, the northbound side, Junction 6 at Hamilton, and this is where we've had these problems with the emergency repair. So basically what it means is that the entry slip road, that's the A723, the westbound side, the slip road from there has been closed. The diversion takes you way past and goes over towards Hamilton Palace, and then you have to go around the roundabout and come back. So it's taking people a long time. M6 is the big accident we have going on at the moment, the northbound side at Lancashire there. It's Junction 30, the lorry's on its side. The closure is northbound from 29 to 31, long delays. Hollow diamond symbols are the ones you need to follow, and you have to come off at junction 29 for the diversion. Bradford, the M606, we're looking okay now, actually. It was near it, well, where it meets the M62 at Chain Bar, and that's where we had a breakdown. It's all clear now, so that's good news. M6, and between junction 23 at Haydock and 22 at Newton Willows, we've got a broken down lorry that happened just after 3 o'clock, so 2 lanes have been closed for a while with the queues backing up to 24 Ashton in Makerfield. And Bristol, we've got queues as well between Pensford and Bristol. The A37's been closed. That's been causing major problems for you between the Travellers' Rest around Pensford, but also the turning for Queen Charlton as well at Whitchurch. So that's the area you need to watch. The A1M near Cambridge, southbound. We've had a car on fire. 1 lane closed only, but those queues are causing you problems from 17 to junction 16, and that's a near to Norman Cross. M25 queue still there as well, anti-clockwise, junction 25 at Enfield. That's where we had the accident early. Then we had a breakdown. That was at junction 26 at Waltham Abbey, so one of the lanes was also closed on the anti-clockwise side. The North Circular Road, that's looking busy. Around Walthamstow Avenue section and near the Cooks Ferry interchange, the eastbound side of the road is where the accident was. And in Bodmin, the A30 still blocked eastbound before the A38 at Carmino Cross. It's causing queues. The number for your updates, 03700 100 200. Back with more in 30 minutes.
Thanks on a nice job. Email steve.wright@bbc.co.uk. You can text 88291 and tweet us at BBC Radio 2. Thank you. Orinoco Flow. That's Enya. Oh, sail away, sail away, sail away. Coming up in the showbiz cuts, we've got Rob Brydon. Oh, perhaps they're off on a cruise. Billy Piper, Glenn Close. And then we've got Tim and Orna, sports guy, Smashing Tom on news. Now, our guest is from the Storage Hunters. It's Sean Kelly, and as the full big moon comes out, perhaps he'll do some for us. United Kingdom across planet Earth, this is BBC Radio 2, online on digital radio and on 88 to 91 FM.
BBC News at 4 o'clock, this is Tom Sanders. The trial of the man accused of murdering the Labour MP Joe Cox has been told that he carried out a premeditated killing for a political cause. The Old Bailey heard that Mrs Cox, who had supported the Remain campaign in the EU referendum, was targeted a week before the vote outside her constituency surgery in Birstall in West Yorkshire. Thomas Mayer, who's 53, denies murder. Our correspondent Daniel Bircher, who's at the hearing, said the prosecution lawyer Richard Wissam described it as a cowardly attack.
Joe Cox, he said, was shot 3 times and suffered multiple stab wounds. During the course of the murder, Thomas Mayer was heard by a number of witnesses to say repeatedly, "Britain first." The prosecution said that every effort was made to save Joe Cox's life. Richard Whittam said the murder took place while she was performing her role as a Member of Parliament. Thomas Mayer's intention was to kill her in what was a planned and premeditated murder for a political and or ideological cause.
Dementia has overtaken heart disease as the leading cause of death in England and Wales. The condition was responsible for 11.5% of deaths last year. The Office for National Statistics said the change was largely because people were living longer and also because of improved diagnosis. Downing Street says the relationship between Donald Trump and Theresa May is working well. A spokesman dismissed suggestions by UKIP's interim leader Nigel Farage that he might help improve links between London and Washington. The former Conservative Foreign Office Minister Alistair Burt also rejected the suggestion.
If Donald Trump is now as smart as we believe he is from 4 o'clock last Wednesday morning, he will see that Mr Farage is an interesting character, but he's not the British government. He's not the Foreign Secretary. He's not the person who's going to make decisions about where British trade and British interests and British defence and security is going to lie. So, by all means, carry on a friendly relationship, but represent the United Kingdom. I just don't think that's possible for Nigel Farage.
A 70-year-old man has appeared in court charged with murdering a toddler on Teesside almost 50 years ago. The 18-month-old boy died in Stockton in 1968. The man, who's from Great Yarmouth in Norfolk, was remanded in custody by Teesside magistrates. Scientists say they expect 2016 to be the warmest year on record. The World Meteorological Organization is blaming the burning of fossil fuels, releasing carbon dioxide emissions. Dr Karen Morrissey from Exeter University's Medical School says doctors are already seeing the effects of increasing temperatures on health, particularly among the young, the old and poorer people.
A lot of problems with heart conditions, the cardiovascular system. You also see it in terms of the respiratory system. So you're thinking about lungs and the kidneys. We just don't drink enough water. So any increases in temperature, our bodies tend to dehydrate quite quickly. And they're 3 of the most important organs in the body.
OK, so that's the BBC News. 3 minutes past 4. Our next at 5.
All right, then. Thanks, Smasher. Now, his sports guy.
Yes, Liverpool captain Jordan Henderson will lead England out in their friendly against Spain tomorrow. Wayne Rooney is a doubt with a minor knock. Frank Lampard will leave MLS side New York City when his contract ends at the end of the year. Since joining in 2014, Lampard's made 31 appearances for the club. Rugby Union, England's Dave Atwood has been ruled out of Saturday's match against Fiji with a knee injury. Billy Vunipola is doubtful after suffering a knock in the win over South Africa. Cricket, Yorkshire have appointed club captain Andrew Gale as the county's new first-team coach. Tennis, today's first singles match at the ATP World Tour Finals at the O2 was over in double quick time. Kei Nishikori beat Stan Wawrinka 6-2, 6-3 in just over an hour. Andy Murray begins his campaign against Marin Cilic this evening from 8 o'clock. And Bradford Bulls have entered administration for a third time. The three-time Super League winners faced a winding-up petition last month.
Love your sports guy.
Dads and Clean Willie were in love.
great. Shout out for my mate Charlie Harvey in Somerset. Can't wait to see you tonight. Had a great day with you on the bike yesterday. Love from Sharon. Brilliant songs this afternoon, Steve. Thank you. I'm bopping away as I paint the kitchen here in Banbury. Fantastic. That's from Jeff. Loving the big show, and I listen every afternoon. Can you give a shout out to my amazing wife and Rosie Lurie on her birthday today? She'll be doing some serious present unwrapping later. It may be too cloudy to see the supermoon tonight, but her smile lights up the world. What a nice thing to say. Thank you for keeping us entertained and always putting a smile on our faces. Alex Lurie in York. Do some showbiz for you after this.
I guess I shedded some tears. I told myself time and time again, this time I'm gonna win. But another fight, things ain't right, I'm losing again. Takes a fool to lose twice, start all over again. Think I better let it go. Like another love TKO. Oh, think I better let it go. What you think about it, girl? Oh yeah. Try to take control of the love took control of me. Cause to lose all thought, sense of time, and have a change of mind. Taking the bumps and the bruises of all the things of a two-time loser. Trying to hold on, faith is gone. It's just another sad song. I think I better let it go. What you say about it? Looks like another love TKO. Yes, I think I better let it go. Let it go, baby. Oh, baby. Looks like another TKO. Have a change of mind. Taking the bumps and the bruises of all the things of a two-time loser. See, I try to hold on, my faith is gone. It's just another sad song. But I think I better let it go. Let it go.
Teddy Pendergrass, Love TKO. Well, the first movie trailer for the upcoming live-action version of Beauty and the Beast has been released. It's expected to open in cinemas in March, and this new trailer gives the first in-depth look at Emma Watson as Belle and Downton Abbey actor Dan Stevens as the Beast. Nathan Sykes has said he wouldn't rule out the possibility of his band The Wanted having a reunion. Well, and it's been announced that BAFTA-winning comedian Lee Mack will join Griff Rhys-Jones to make his West End debut in the upcoming major revival of the classic comedy The Miser. That should run at the Garrick Theatre in London from the 1st of March next year. What else occurring today? Social media over on Facebook. People are talking about Pixie Lott's engagement to her long-term boyfriend, Oliver Cheshire. Pixie shared the news on Instagram with a series of photos of her ring and the couple outside St Paul's Cathedral where Oliver proposed. And I hope he didn't do it in the whispering gallery because, shh. Darling, would you? Shh. Do it outside. No, you do it downstairs a bit, yeah? I got you. It was the Evening Standard Theatre Awards last night. I've done that. I've been in there and I've been speaking. Shh, whispering gallery. Evening Standard Theatre Awards last night. Celebs on the red carpet included Patrick Stewart, See Me in My Ready Room, Elizabeth Hurley, Joan Collins, Orlando Bloom, Dita Fonteese and James McAvoy. Rob Brydon hosted it, and he had a topical gag to open with.
Your Royal Highness, my lords, ladies and gentlemen, this is a special evening. Look around you. Some of the biggest and brightest names, not just in theatre, but right across the creative arts, are sitting at home watching I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here.
Very good. Elaine Page and Ken Bruce were live here on Radio 2 from the Theatre Awards and interviewed many of the winners, of course. And here they are with Billie Piper, who won the Best Actress Award for the play Yerma. Here they come.
I didn't really know anything about it. A load of my friends studied it for GCSE. I didn't do my GCSEs. I didn't study it. But, yeah, I read it in its original form, and I thought, wow, this is a wonderful piece. But I sort of loved reading it more than I imagined watching it. So I was really excited and jazzed at the thought of making it a contemporary piece.
Glenn Close won the award for Best Musical Performance for her role as Norma Desmond in Sunset Boulevard, and she couldn't believe it.
I'm absolutely gobsmacked. It was a very incredible room to be sitting in. I mean, some of the great actors that I have been inspired by my whole career was sitting there, and I'm really overwhelmed.
I can't stand the rain against my window, bringing back sweet memories. I can't stand the rain against my window, 'cause he's not here with me. Hey, window pane, well, do you remember how sweet it used to be? When we were together, oh, everything was so grand. Now that we've parted, oh, there's one sound that I just can't stand. I can't stand the rain against my window, bringing back sweet memories. I can't stand the rain against my window, 'cause he's not here with me. Alone with my pillow, where his head used to lay. I know you got some sweet memories, but like a window, you ain't got nothing to say. I can't stand the rain against my window, bringing back sweet memories. I can't stand the rain against my window, 'cause he's not here with me now. When we was together, Lord, everything was so grand. But now that we parted, there's one sound that I just can't stand. I can't stand the rain. Can't stand it. Oh, the rain. I can't stand the rain. No. On my window.
Something big is returning to BBC One.
That's quite something.
A show that's so big, it's now out of this world.
I wasn't expecting that big.
Michael McIntyre is back, and Saturday nights are going to be bigger than ever.
You might need a bigger TV. Hello? Come in?
Michael McIntyre's big show.
Boys, I've got a show to do. Here I come.
lands Saturday night at 8:10 on BBC One.
Stop that.
Steve Wright in the afternoon.
And now me and Tim are back for Factoids. Here's Tim Smith.
Do you like a pulsar?
I don't mind a pulsar. I like a big moon, though.
Yes, I like a big moon. I like a dirty great moon.
Yeah.
A pulsar, anyway, rotates several hundred times per second. That is a quick rotation.
Yeah. They do say the average woman, and let's face it, there is no average woman, but they say she owns 30 outfits, one for every day of the month.
I'd like to tell you what the 5 longest rivers in the world are. At number 5, it's the Yenisei. That flows through Mongolia and Russia to the Arctic Ocean. At 4, it's the Mississippi in America. At 3, the Yangtze in China. At number 2, it's the Amazon, and measuring 4,135 miles in length, the longest river in the world is...
Do you know, I don't know. I can't think of another.
The Nile.
Of course.
Factoids.
As famous as a place of movie scenes. Noise is always loud. There are sirens all around, and the streets are mean. If I can make it here, I can make it anywhere. That's what they say. So my name on monkeys found down on Broadway. Even if it ain't all it seems, I got a pocket full of dreams, baby. I'm from New York, concrete jungle where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can't do. Now you're in New York. These streets will make you feel brand. So hard, such a melting pot on the corner selling rock. Preachers pray to God. And the gypsy cab takes me down from Harlem to the Brooklyn Bridge. Someone sleeps tonight with the hunger for more than an empty fridge. I'ma make it by any means. I got a pocket full of dreams, baby. I'm from New York, concrete jungle where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can't do. Now you're in New York. These streets will make you feel brand new. Big lights will inspire you. Hear it for New York, New York, New York. One hand in the air for the big city. Street lights, big dreams, all looking pretty. No place in the world that can compare. Put your lighters in the air, everybody say yeah, 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 yeah. New York, concrete jungle where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can't do. Now you're in New York. These streets will make you feel brand new. Big lights will inspire you. Hear it for New York.
We're just looking out the window for the big moon. I can't quite see it from this angle. Just a reminder that it's now only 4 weeks until the BBC Music Awards 2016.
The BBC Music Awards.
Oh, That's my bit to talk. The BBC Music Awards are when BBC One, Radio 1 and Radio 2 come together with some of the biggest artists from the UK and around the world to celebrate the biggest music from across the last 12 months. This year's BBC Music Awards are on Monday, 12th of December at the XL Arena in London from 8:30 until 10 p.m.
They'll be hosted by Fern Cotton and Claudia Winkleman, and artists performing on the night include Robbie Williams, Craig David, Emily Sandé, the Kaiser Chiefs, the 1975, Lucas Graham and Zara Larsson.
I love the BBC Music Awards. We say include because there are more big names to be added to the bill. Now, tickets are on sale already. There's no age limit. However, under 14s must be accompanied by a responsible adult aged 18 or over. Now, for all the information, terms and conditions, and to buy tickets, just go to bbc.co.uk/music.
That's for all the information, terms and conditions, and how to buy tickets. Just go to bbc.co.uk/music.
And this year's awards are Song of the Year, British Artist of the Year, Radio 1 Live Lounge Performance of the Year, Radio 2 Album of the Year. There'll be the BBC Introducing Award. Previous BBC Music Award winners include Pharrell Williams.
The UK has always been amazing to me and so many other artists who just want to do different things. I mean, we just heard from Gregory Porter, like those things happen in the UK because you guys love music first and foremost. I just want to say thank you to BBC, Radio 1, Radio 2, 1 Extra, and the countless amazing fans that have just lifted my life to unimaginable heights. Thank you so much.
Ed Sheeran, who won Artist of the Year in 2014.
I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who has bought a record, bought a ticket, streamed on YouTube, streamed on Spotify, done anything, listened to my music and pushed it out. Thank you so much. Radio 1 and 1 Extra were the first people to ever play me, so that kind of broke everything through. BBC have been such big supporters, so I want to say a massive thank you to them. Thank you to my manager Stuart and whoever made this statue, because it's nice. And thank you to all of you.
Nice one, Ed. Then there was Taylor Swift, who was last year's International Artist of the Year.
Thank you so much for this BBC Music Award for International Artist of the Year. Thank you so much. It's amazing.
And Adele, who won British Artist of the Year last year.
British Artist of the Year. That's amazing. I've only just put out new music. I'm absolutely chuffed.
She's brilliant.
Thank you so much.
Now, you could be there at this year's BBC Music Awards. Once again, they're in London on Monday, 12th of December, starting at 8:30.
And to get your tickets for the BBC Music Awards 2016 and for all the information you need, go to bbc.co.uk/music.
Once again, to get your tickets for the BBC Music Awards 2016 and for all the information you need, go to bbc.co.uk/music.
If you're gonna give me good kisses like that, honey, don't you know I'm gonna give them right back? 'Cause that's a kissing good way. 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 That's a kissing good way to mess around and fall in love. Don't mess around. Don't mess around.
Ooh, if you're gonna start out hugging me tight, right, don't mess around, come and hug me right. 'Cause that's a hugging good way. 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 That's a hugging good way to mess around and fall in love. Don't mess around.
Sing it, man.
Don't mess around.
You know you called me on the phone,
Yeah, I got your number.
and just because I was alone, you came around and wooed.
Why not?
You'd better ask somebody if you don't know what you're doing.
Now you kiss me and you rock my soul. Now come around knocking rock and roll. 'Cause that's a rocking good way. 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 That's a rocking good way to mess around and fall in love. Don't mess around.
Tell me, baby.
Don't mess around. Well, now you call me on the phone.
Yeah, baby.
And just because I was alone, you came around, wooing. You better ask somebody if you don't know what you're doing.
Now you kiss me and you rock my soul.
I love you so.
So don't come around knocking rock and roll. 'Cause that's a rocking good way.
That's a rocking good way.
Shake it, that's a rocking good way.
That's a rocking good way.
That's a
and team lying in bed recovering from a burst appendix. Ouch!
You better know it.
Thanks for easing the boredom. Keep the music coming. Joe in Boothville, Northampton. Get well, Joe. As the music fades, it's 4:30 in the UK. And here comes Orna.
Steve, thank you. With the M74, we've got good news now. It's all looking good again at Junction 6 at Hamilton. The westbound A723, the entry slip taking you to the M74, was closed because of roadworks. It caused people problems and headaches because of the long diversion. All open again. M6 northbound and Junction 30, a lorry on its side. It's happened at about 2 o'clock this afternoon. So since then, they've closed the motorway, the M6 29, Lostock Hall, where it meets the M65 towards Junction 31 at Samlesbury. It's caused queues northbound, backing up to Leyland at Junction 28, and the M61 queues are there as well, backing up to 9 at Clayton Brooks. Long delays. M62 at Junction 12, so near Manchester, and the Eccles interchange. We've had long delays affecting you on the eastbound side. It's not quite as far back as the M6 just as yet, but it's getting that way, just to warn you if you're using that. It's all because of a breakdown on the exit slip at Junction 12. M6 and Junction 23 at Haydock to 22 at Newton Willows. We've had a broken down lorry. This happened just after 3 o'clock, and a couple of lanes are closed to clear it, so the queues are back to 24 at Ashton in Makerfield. M1 queues, Junction 29 at Chesterfield. It's just gone. It was a broken down lorry. One of the lanes was closed. The M1 again at Junction 20 at Lutterworth to 21 at the M69 for Leicester. An accident's closed a lane. Bristol to Pensford, still going on this one. The A37 closed in both directions. It's because of a serious accident. And the A1M near Peterborough, all open again, 17 to 16 near Norman Cross. That was the car fire. M25 queues on the clockwise side. Junction 5 of the M26 to Clackett Lane services, looking slow there because of an accident. And 21A, again on the clockwise side of the M25, we've had another accident and the queues are back to 21. I'll be back with more for you in 25 minutes.
Thanks, Orna. We're talking to Sean Kelly, a proper auctioneer, soon.
BBC Radio 2. The look of love is in your eyes. The look your heart can't disguise. The look of love is saying so much more than just words could ever say. And what my heart has heard, well, it takes my breath away. I can hardly wait to hold, feel my arms around you. How long I have waited just to love you. Now that I've found you, you've got the look of love. It's on your face, a look the time can erase. Be mine tonight. Let this be just the start of so many nights like this. Let's take a lover's vow and then seal it with a kiss. I can hardly wait to hold, feel my arms around you.
Smith here. He wanted that for his Christmas commercial.
Feel my arms
It's already gone, mate.
How long I have waited just to love you. Now that I have found you, don't ever go.
I had no idea what was going to happen next at all. But thank you, because I groove with it as much as y'all did.
This is BBC Music Jazz.
However you like your jazz, prepare to be indulged.
Hear our countdown of the 50 greatest jazz albums,
as selected by the jazz community.
showcasing the world of jazz. Celebrate the icons.
The great Quincy Jones and the wonderful Cleo Lane.
In collaboration with Jazz FM. Immerse yourself in this incredible world right now.
On the BBC iPlayer radio app.
This is BBC Music Jazz.
Thank you.
Tim and me back for some more factoids. Tim.
Elephants sleep for roughly 2 hours a day. An elephant's trunk has 40,000 muscles in it, but no bones. And elephants, contrary to popular belief, are not afraid of mice.
Canadian astronaut Chris Hadfield released an album of songs entirely recorded in space.
The average person walks the equivalent of 3 times around the world in a lifetime. I don't believe that. I don't believe you walk that far in a lifetime. 3 times around the world, that's ridiculous.
Well, it all depends where you walk. I mean, if I'm walking around in our front room, no.
No, but I mean, over the course of a lifetime, even walking around your front room at pace, you're not going to walk around the world 3 times, especially not if you go around the equator.
You're right, it's not that big. Leo Fender, who developed the first solid body
guitar,
electric guitar, and electric bass guitar, never learned to play.
Factoids. I'm beside you at the mirror high. Do I look familiar? Would you believe that we were happy once? True, like an answered prayer, you were mine and we were red. Now I fight to find what's left of us. I give, I give, I give, you never take. I bend, I bend, I bend, so we won't break. I've been doing cartwheels, anything to save us, anything to make you notice me. I've been running circles, always getting nowhere, putting on a show, but you won't see. I've been doing cartwheels. Bright as a sparkling light, I write our names across your night. It's only me who sees it fade away into shame, that I can keep you on explain, that you don't even want this love enough to make you wanna stay. I give, I give, I give, you never take it. I still believe we'll make it. So I've been doing cartwheels, anything to save us, anything to make you notice me. I've been running circles, always getting.
Now, Sean Kelly is back. He is on this show, Celebrity Storage Hunters, the last one going out tomorrow, I believe. So we'll talk about that in just a second. So let's big up Sean.
All right. Hey, guys.
Anything to say, first of all, Sean, about your weight loss? You look fantastic, by the way.
I really appreciate that. I've lost 4 stone.
How did you do it?
Well, first of all, I got to tell you why I did it. Herniated disc, sciatica. Doctor at London Bridge Hospital says you need back surgery like soon.
Really?
And I said, is there another option? He said, well, you could lose 4 stone and get the weight off your spine. And I said, that's the option I'm taking. And I went with Atkins. I researched all the different diets, and I thought, okay, I get to eat meat and veg. I just got to cut out
the carbs.
The carbs. I did it, and I started doing yoga every day too. My wife's been trying to get me to do yoga for years. I'm like, I'm not doing yoga. I've been doing yoga every day since February 15th.
What kind of yoga are you doing?
Well, listen, you're not going to see me in your local yoga class,
right?
But I do the stretches. I have a little video I watched, and I'm like, okay, and you know what? It is amazing. I mean,
Okay.
I
Well,
feel
good for
great.
you. You look great. And just very quickly, anything at all to say about Trump?
Well, yeah, listen, I saw this coming from like a mile away. You know, Michael Moore, he did a wonderful interview last summer in July that made a lot of sense. And he just said, listen, he's actually saying things that those people in the Rust Belt, no other politician is addressing it. And people are freaked out about losing their jobs and da-da-da-da-da. And I was not surprised. I mean, it's buckle up.
As an American, how do you think it's going to go with him?
It's done. It's a done deal. So all I hope for is I hope for the best. I hope that this guy's ego is so huge, right? I hope what ends up happening is that he really desperately wants to come across as being a good president, and he's going to hopefully surround himself with a bunch of people. And listen, he's going to make a bunch of dumb decisions, but hopefully makes a few good ones. And I really hope that all these people who are hurt, I hope the country kind of heals itself.
I think it's going to be a healing process for sure. Sean Kelly has been a salesman and a store detective. He's done military intelligence work and been a forklift driver. He's a stand-up comedian, but you'll know him best as the auctioneer on the Storage Hunters and Storage Hunters UK. I think we first had you on when you were doing the American show and then another English show. Sean is the guy with the rapid fire patter keeping control as the contestants outbid each other for unclaimed storage containers without knowing what they actually contain. They could be bidding on something that's worthless or worth a fortune. They don't know until the bids are finished and the covers come off. So that's an exciting show, and I watch it occasionally. I think I saw Shappy Korshandy. She actually won some kind of forklift.
That was a digger.
It was a digger, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a digger. Yeah. Like, Shappy, what are you going to do with your digger?
She didn't know, did she?
Yeah, no.
And it worked.
Yeah.
How much did she bid?
I actually don't remember what her bid was. But the cool part about this is when Dave approached me and said, hey, how would you like to do this? But instead of doing it for all these traders who are just greedy and want to make money at the car boot sale, what if we did it with a spin where celebs come in and they have to agree to give any profit they make to charity?
Brilliant.
And I was like, this is spectacular. I've had so much fun making this.
Well, there's been so many different people, so many great stars. Christopher Biggins, Johnny Vegas, Nancy DeLeo, Tim Vine. You've had Marcus in there, Marcus Brigstock. You saw that one,
I saw that one because Marcus brought a fantastic old Wolsey police car, didn't he?
Yeah, and Marcus, the thing is Marcus is so hilarious. And all these names that you're throwing out there, like, for example, for like the one that's coming out tomorrow, right? We've got Chris Ramsey, Nick Helm, so many great, funny comedians. Lucy Porter, yeah. And the thing is that I just laughed. These guys had me in stitches all day long.
Great. And I would imagine that not all of these people you knew of before.
No, the thing is that you're absolutely right. I mean, some of these guys are big celebrities within the UK, but not really known outside of the UK.
Yeah.
But as I got to know them, I realized, hey, I see why these guys are rising to the top.
Sean Kelly, the auctioneer from Storage Hunters, with us. Coming right back with Sean in a moment. Don't go away, Sean.
When are you coming back? My arms are missing.
the TV show, Sean Kelly. Now, tell us how the TV show works. Supposing we were pitching for the show, how would you describe the show?
I described the show because I pitched the show. I shot the first 3-minute video of this show back in 2009 and took it to LA.
You'd be the man to ask then.
Yeah, here's my pitch, right?
Do it.
My pitch is, this is Antiques Roadshow meets WWF. That's my pitch.
Wow,
right?
That's an interesting concept.
Yeah, and the thing is like it has it all. It's got the blind bidding. It's got the arguments. You take a bunch of people who are like greedy and crazy, and you throw them together in a high pressure cooker, and then you take someone like myself who comes from a stand-up comedy background and just puts the pressure on them, and it's fun.
And also, of course, you are a fantastic auctioneer. We should point that out.
I
That is your
appreciate that.
pièce de résistance. So could you just imagine that me and Steve are bidding against each
I
other?
think we should have an auction right
Just
now,
a
right?
quick auction.
Here we go.
What should we...
What should we bidding for something? Go on, go for it.
What do we get? We got to bid for something.
Something in this studio. These speakers.
All right, we're going to auction the speakers up. How much? I'm $25. I'm I got two numbers, quarter, $1.50. All in fair one. Sold your way for £250. You know what's great is that it looks like I'm going to be doing a pilot over in Germany because I speak German, and I'm going to do this auction in German.
German.
Ja, ich fange mit 25 an. Jetzt 400, 500. Das ist eine monkey. Yeah, that's right.
That's great. How did you learn that?
Oh, it has driven my wife crazy because it takes years of practice. I learned from one of the best cattle auctioneers in America. His name's Jim Pennington, and Jim gave me one-on-one 10 hours a day for the first 10 days, and then I went off and I just practiced for years. And you know what's great is that I had done stand-up comedy for many, many years. I had my own comedy club in San Diego. I put myself on 7 shows a week for 8 consecutive years. So as a comic, you learn timing and delivery, your presentation, all of that. And then once you add in the auctioneering on top of that, you already have the timing. You already have the delivery. You just really have to now get the pattern and the auctioneering down.
And now you're doing this. Do you still do some stand-up here and there?
2 Saturdays ago, I was in Southport at the Southport Comedy Festival, and I did a wonderful show there for a couple hundred people. At the end of the evening, we raised money for a little boy with Duchenne disease, 5-year-old boy, life expectancy to only be 17. And what's so cool about when you come to see me do stand-up comedy is I end every show with a charity auction, and I try to raise money for a local charity.
That's brilliant. That's great. Let's have a little listen to some stuff from tomorrow night's programme. I'm not quite sure who's on these because I haven't heard these clips yet, so let's have a listen.
Who's ready to buy this thing? Yeah. Here we go. How about we start the video off at £500? Yeah.
There he goes.
£500 to £600? Yep. I got £600, but I'm going to 6.5, but he goes 6.5. Hey, I'm going to £600, 6.5, £700. Hey, £700, but he go half and a half. Only 2 bidders, what's going on? Listen,
no one knows what you're saying.
Guys, am I the only person that sees the tanning bed in the back that's got to be worth a lot of money? 750, I'm going to £800. I'm going to quarter, 8, 9 quarter, I'm going to half, 8 half, I'm going to 875, I'm going to £900.
Oh, that is incredible. That is just
great. Thank you, guys.
And in there somewhere was Ainsley Harriott, Anna Crilly and Katie Wicks, Chris Ramsey, Hal Cruttenden, Lucy Porter, Nick Helm, Thomas Turgus. Can you tell us anything else without giving it away about tomorrow night's show?
Well, I think that
I'm going to take that as a no then.
Okay. Nick Helm had a really cool bin. I had a lot of fun with Nick Helm. Ainsley Harriott, what an amazing guy.
Yeah.
And you know what's cool? I just mentioned this before we go, is that this series, we did 5 one-hour episodes. So far, these 41 celebs that we had on have raised a total of £60,000 for their charities.
Oh, that's great.
And it was great. I mean, to think that my life would lead to something where I get to do this crazy stuff and do something nice at the same time, it's a win-win, yeah.
You can see Sean Kelly in Celebrity Storage Hunters. It's on Dave tomorrow night, 8 p.m, and catch up on the series so far via UK TV Play. That's UK TV Play. You can see the last 5 episodes and check out that episode tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Thanks very much, Sean. Good to see you again, and keep the weight off.
You guys, thank you. Yes, thank you very
so
much.
Brilliant.
Stop
you see a chance, take it. Hello, Stephen Gang. Hello. Can you give a shout out to Ross and Tim and Irk travelling from Loughborough to Bromsgrove after a hard day's grafting? No G. That's from Ross. News from the net. People.com says Ed Sheeran selling his clothes for the Duchess of Cambridge's charity. Items being auctioned include a Burberry tuxedo, which he wore at the 2013 Grammys, and a Jack Wills hoodie. The money will go to East Anglia Children Hospices. Anton Deck have signed a new 3-year deal with ITV, according to RadioTimes.com. And Enemy.com says Aerosmith have announced their European farewell tour.
This week on The Breakfast Show, the gavel will once again be raised, hovering over loads of amazing auction lots. Our next is all about getting fit. It's our Magnificent 7 package as the top 7 bids get to race through the streets in the world-famous London and New York marathons. But that's not all. You'll have a one-to-one training session with the women's marathon record holder, Paula Radcliffe, ably assisted by another god of running, Steve Crown.
The auction of things money can't buy for BBC Children in Need.
Let the bidding commence again tomorrow on The Breakfast Show on BBC Radio 2.
Radio 2. Under the Big Moon. Beach Boys and Breakaway. It's 5 to 5. And here's Orna.
Steve, thank you. The Glasgow area first, the M8 and the eastbound side at junction 10 at Ballinark. There's been an accident. A couple of lanes are actually being closed there. It looks as though a couple of cars have been involved as well. M74Q southbound, and that's around the Wraith interchange from Maryville at junction 4, where the roadwork section is. M62Q's at junction 12, the Eccles interchange. Heading towards Manchester, you'll find long delays. Not quite at the M6 yet, but it's getting that way, all because of a breakdown on the exit slip. M6 is the big problem we have northbound in Lancashire. A lorry overturned. It's on its side at junction 30 at Blackoe at the M61. The closure from 29 Lostock Hall to 31 at Samsbury. The M6 again and 23 at Haydock Island. We've got long delays there because 2 lanes are closed to clear a broken down lorry. Queues back to 24 Ashton in Makerfield. Delays also affecting you in Bristol. The A37's been closed in both directions between the Travellers Rest at Pensford and the turning for Queen Charlton. And then the A1M all clear again now. And I'll be back with more for you after the news with Simon.
Okay, thanks, Orna.
Further than I've been before, making me stronger, shaking me right to the core. Oh, I don't know what's in the stars, never heard it from above. The world isn't ours, but I know what's in my heart. If you ain't mine, I'll be torn apart. I don't know who's gonna kiss you when I'm gone. So I'm gonna love you now, like it's all I have. I know it'll kill me when it's over. I don't wanna think about it, I want you to love me now. I don't know who's gonna kiss you when I'm gone. So I'm gonna love you now, like it's all I have. I know it'll kill me when it's over. I don't wanna think about it, I want you to love me now. Love me now, love me now. Oh, love me now. Oh, love me now, love me now. I want you to love me now. Something inside us knows there's nothing guaranteed. Yeah, girl, I don't need you to tell me that you'll never leave. No, when we've done all that we could to turn darkness into light, turn evil to good. Even when we try so hard for that perfect kind of love, it could all fall apart. And who's gonna kiss you when I'm gone? Oh, I'm gonna love you now, like it's all I have. And I know it'll kill me when it's over. I don't wanna think about it, I want you to love me now. Love me now, love me now.
We do love you.
Love me now. Oh, love me now. Love me now.
I want you to love me now.
I don't know how the years will go down. It's alright. Let's make the most of every moment tonight. I don't know who's gonna kiss you when I'm gone. So I'm gonna love you now, like it's all I have. I know it'll kill me when it's over. I don't wanna think about it, I want you to love me now.
I'm loving that.
Who's gonna kiss you?
John Legend, of course. My long-term friend and colleague Simon Mayo to follow the 5 with Smashing Tom doing the news. With us tomorrow, David Baddiel from BBC Sport, Mark Chapman, the godfather of garage, Craig David, and YouTube star Charlie McDonald. Good evening.
BBC News at 5 o'clock, this is Tom Sanders. The trial of a man accused of murdering the MP Jo Cox has been told she was the victim of a politically motivated attack. Dementia has overtaken heart disease as the biggest single cause of death in England and Wales. And scientists believe 2016 will be the warmest year on record. The trial has begun at the Old Bailey of the man accused of murdering the Labour MP Jo Cox. She was shot and stabbed in the town of Birstall in West Yorkshire in her constituency of Batley and Spen last June. Thomas Mayer, who's 53, denies murder. The prosecution has begun outlining its case. Our correspondent Peter Hunt was in court.
It was, Richard Whittam QC told the jury, a sustained and cowardly attack by one of Jo Cox's constituents. A planned and premeditated murder, the barrister went on, for a political and/or ideological cause. The Labour MP was shot 3 times and suffered multiple stab wounds. During the prosecution's opening remarks, the jury of 8 men and 4 women were told that the defendant, Thomas Mayer, was heard by witnesses to say repeatedly, "Britain first." On the night before she was killed, Mr Mayer accessed sites on the internet about the Ku Klux Klan, coffins and .22 ammunition.
A man who strangled an off-duty police officer before trying to dispose of his body in acid has been found guilty of murder. Stefano Brizzi, who's from South London, met his victim, Gordon Semple, on the gay dating app Grindr. He'll be sentenced at the Old Bailey next month. Mr Semple's former colleague Nigel Lewis paid tribute to his friend.
Gordon was a larger-than-life character. The policing was very important to him, the community was very important to him. He was very well known in all the local areas of Belgravia, Knightsbridge and Westminster. And he was dedicated to what he did. And I'd imagine this is an enormous shock for not just police officers who knew him and worked with him, but also the policing community and the community of Belgravia.
New figures show that dementia, including Alzheimer's, has overtaken heart disease as the leading cause of death in England and Wales. Last year, the condition accounted for more than 61,000 deaths. That's almost 12% of the recorded total. Here's Smitha Mundasad.
For decades, heart disease was the biggest killer in England and Wales. But lifestyles have changed considerably since the 60s. Smoking rates have fallen significantly, and people are now more aware of how to protect their hearts. These gains mean people are living longer, but older people are now developing diseases such as Alzheimer's in greater numbers. Doctors have also got better at spotting dementia, and the condition has recently been given greater prominence on death certificates. If taken together as a group, all types of cancer are still the most common cause of death overall.
Downing Street has insisted that the relationship between the UK and the American President-elect Donald Trump is working well. Number 10 dismissed talk of Nigel Farage acting as a go-between, saying there'd be no third person in Mr Trump's relationship with Theresa May. Work has begun at Chernobyl in Ukraine to place a giant shield over the site of the world's worst nuclear accident. The concrete and steel arch will eventually cover the remains of the reactor, whose roof was blown off by an explosion in 1986. The shield is designed to prevent further radioactive material leaking for the next century. Climate experts say 2016 is likely to be the warmest year since records began in the late 19th century. The World Meteorological Organization says the main cause is the continuing impact of carbon dioxide emissions from the burning of fossil fuels. It said part of Arctic Russia saw temperatures 6 or 7 Celsius above the long-term average. Ed Hawkins from the University of Reading says steps taken so far to halt global warming don't appear to be enough.
We're already more than 1 degree warmer than we were in the pre-industrial period. The Paris Agreement has set targets of about 1.5 or 2 degrees, so we are getting closer and closer to these goals set by the governments, and to realise those goals will mean dramatic cuts in greenhouse gas emissions over the next few decades, and that will be very difficult.
The email system used by NHS employees came close to collapse this morning after someone accidentally sent a test message to all 1.2 million health service staff. Thousands of recipients then made things worse by asking not to be contacted again and sending their replies to everyone else on the address list. Look at the city figures now, and the 100 index closed up 22 points at 6,753. The weather forecast: it'll be cloudy and mild in most areas with patchy rain, mainly in the west, where there'll be also widespread hill fog. A band of rain in the northwest will move southeastwards, reaching North Wales and the Midlands by dawn, with colder, clearer conditions following. BBC News at 5:05.
All right, thank you, Tom.
BBC Radio 2.
Well, smashing Tom, as Steve.
Mail, Simon Mail.
It's undoubtedly true.
Drive time's on and we're on our way home.
And thanks, Steve. Right, Monday, if we go in 3 words, come on, reduce it down to 3. Boil it down a bit. New sofa coming. Phil, very excited. It's quite a thing. Spag bowl for tea. There's Sally. Quite domestic so far.
Enjoy yourself. It's later than you
slept through physics.
Enjoy.
There's Rue. All right. Well,
while you're still in the pain.
Quite sure. Why would you sleep? What's been going on? How can you be exhausted in physics? Oh, well, you know, whatever.
Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. It's later than you feel.
Pay attention at the back. It's drive time here at Radio 2. I think something from Rumours would go down well. What do you think?
everything.